Ladies and mostly gentlemen, today we're going to check out Darkshore, yes. So if you didn't know, in patch 8.1 there is a brand new Warfront called the Battle for Darkshore, and as of the last PTR patch they actually updated this area for the third time. This is the third time that Darkshore is actually going to get updated. So yeah, so a lot has changed around here. This is the Horde only part. At the moment there's nothing for the Alliance. There's actually a lot of invisible walls around here as well, but I'll explain that when we get to it. So this is a live exploration, so expect some and ahhing and whatever. We can fly here, which is good. So this is the map. It is just the top part of Darkshore. Now this isn't in the outside world, so interestingly enough, I wonder if once the Warfront's done, they'll actually update the rest of the outside world. I think that's what they said in the announcement anyway. But currently, this area is accessible from a quest in Zuldazar, and what happens is you hand in the quest and you end up in this area to do some prerequisites for the Warfront. I believe once you finish this storyline, you can start building up resources for the Warfront. So let's just dive straight in with some exploration straight away. It's getting pretty crazy. So we're up here in Lord Denal, and as you can see, Teldrassil has finished burning. It is looking pretty crippled. I don't think they're bringing it back anytime soon. You've got this huge moon. Now, I don't want to get too much into too much story stuff and spoilers, so I'm just going to leave that up to interpretation. I'm sure a lot of you have a rough idea on why that is in this area. So straight away, you've got this awesome looking goblin platform. On the map, it kind of looks like an oil drill. I'm not sure if that's actually what they're doing here, but again, there's a lot of invisible walls. A really cool little area. Actually, from looking at it, it's very, very similar to the final boss area of the Motherlode. You've got some Forsaken ships here at the back. It looks like a potential new one. I've never seen that one personally, but if that is a new ship, then let me know. It looks very, very cool nonetheless. So if we head down to Lord Denal, you can see that this huge tower that was here has now been destroyed. Now, if you remember from the Burning of Darkshore scenario, this area was very, very contested, and in the end the Alliance did actually win it back, but it looks like the Horde have finally won it, and the area has been completely blighted by the Forsaken, and it doesn't look like it's going to be inhabitable anytime soon. Now, it doesn't actually hurt you when you go down here, but obviously I would imagine that's something they're going to bring in similar to Undercity. So if we head over this way, there's some more invisible walls. So you can see here, a lot of the areas are blocked off. Now, I think this is due to a few reasons. I think one of them is because some of the areas aren't actually completed. We'll find some evidence of that later on. You can see some people down here questing. There's a lot of Night Elf NPCs, but a lot of the regular NPCs, like the Crazed Fizzlebear and stuff, they are normal NPCs that are normally in this area anyway. There are some Vindictive Archers, though, with the kind of blacked out eyes. That is the new customization for the Night Elves. If you come down here, you can see some Forsaken Soldiers, and what's really cool about these Forsaken Soldiers is that they're wearing the new Warfront gear. So this is the leather set, I believe. And then I think there's a few more down here who are also wearing the mail or plate gear, I think it is, and that's the leather set again. It looks really, really cool, especially on the Forsaken, which is good to see, because a lot of sets don't really look that great on them. So you can see down here there is a lumber mill, as you'd expect from any sort of Warfront. I think a lot of the assets are missing at the moment, so I think this will be more fleshed out once it is an actual Warfront. So let's head over to here. As you can see, more NPCs that are just regular NPCs of Darkshore. Scaled up to 120, by the way. A lot of them are scaled up to 120, like the stags and things like that. But there are a lot of Night Elf troops kind of chilling around here, ready to attack Lord Denal. Unfortunately, they're not going to win that back anytime soon. So you've got this cool little landing pad here, which is obviously Goblin. A lot of the stuff around this area is very Goblin and Forsaken orientated. So you see some more of the Warfront sets. You see some Goblins around here as well, working on stuff. And yeah, it's kind of interesting. There doesn't really seem to be any other types of Horde troops. So it's literally Goblins and Forsakens. And once you actually get near it, you can see on the map here, it tells you where the individual troops are, which is similar to what happens in an actual Warfront if you've done the Battle for Stromgarde. So if you head down here, you end up at Bashola-Ran. That's my best pronunciation, doesn't really matter. I believe there's still some Highborn ghosts here, which are from Darkshore. They've always been there. Yeah, these are just normal NPCs. I did think they were a bit suspect, but yeah, they are just the NPCs that are normally here. And it actually blocks you off from going down to the ruins of Albadine over here, so I think around here is the invisible wall. Yeah, so you can't get any further than this. And if you actually look on into the distance and look at the ruins of Albadine, it looks very, very unfinished at this moment. And I think that is probably due to a few missing assets due to the Warfront. The Alliance side, as I said, is not currently in the game. This is just for the Horde at the moment. And obviously once the Alliance get their quest to do the introduction, we can have a little look over to that area there. But unfortunately, at the moment, we cannot have a look. Overall, the environment hasn't really changed too much apart from the blighting of Lord Denol and obviously the addition of the Goblin platform. A lot of there seems to be a bit of Azerite here as well, kind of bubbling up from the surface, which could be suspect to the reason why they've gone to Darkshore, potentially, because obviously that area was completely ruined by the burning of Teldrassil. And yeah, the tree just looks really cool. I love the fact that they've kind of had this time pass and they've had the tree kind of like simmering away, and now it currently looks like... Again, I wonder if they will actually change it in the outside world, because they've literally just changed it. It probably wouldn't even be like maybe 6 months since it's changed. But the NPCs around this area here, so this is... I haven't actually handed in the quest yet, but you've got obviously Nathanos here, you've got a portal back to Zordazar, you've got this guy who likes collecting mounts, you've got some profession vendors, strangely enough. Father Norath, I guess he's some sort of priest. He's actually wearing the old Warfront gear. And the mount from the Battle for Lordaeron, which is a Diabat, and it looks really, really cool there. You've also got a named NPC up here called Darbassa the Hag, also riding the Battle for Lordaeron mount, looking really, really cool. But yeah, it's a really cool update. I do kind of like it. This is the first iteration of it, so obviously this will obviously change as we progress through the PTR cycle. So expect more updates, and obviously once the Warfront is active on the PTR, I will be doing a video covering it. And yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. It's a really nice little update to the zone. We'll be curious to see if they actually do update the outside world once the Warfront's done. Pretty much getting rid of all those updates they just literally did to Darkshore during the burning of Teldrassil stuff. So guys, let me know what you think of these updates. If you like the fact that Teldrassil is now completely burnt out and looking pretty cool, and obviously that big old moon with a lot of questions to do with the Night Elf kind of new customization option. And yeah, if you guys know any more, if you've read a lot of the Datamine broadcast text, let me know if there's anything that I'm missing, and I would love to know. So guys, before I go, I'd like to give a massive shout out to our amazing patrons and YouTube sponsors. You guys are awesome. If you'd like to support the channel in any of those ways, links are down below. So leave a like on this video, guys, if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't. Also have a partners Discord channel with over 3,000 members and a merch store over on Streamlabs. Links to those are down below, and I'm now streaming on twitch.tv/MrGM if you want to check out more PTR content live. I am streaming pretty much every day on twitch.tv/MrGM, so check that out. Link, again, is in the description. And with that, guys, I'll see you next time.